So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharon Whiteman, and it's my great pleasure and privilege to be here with each and every one of you every Saturday morning with my colleagues Dinah Hunter and Gary Knapp. We have Colleen Ryan as our guest speaker today, and unfortunately, she couldn't be here live, but she recorded this live in the last couple of days and sent it on to us. So, we're very privileged to have some insights from our precious Colleen Ryan. She is a registered health practitioner, personal development coach, and social entrepreneur. A Gold executive, she specializes in a holistic and integrative approach to wellness and lifestyle with real food nutrition. Colleen is a qualified teacher and instructor trainer in multiple natural health modalities, including kinesiology, stress release, acupressure, and emotional healing and physical recovery, and adding in their sports performance. She combines her 35 years experience in her busy clinic in Cambridge together with teaching and online support to her students. She has served as president on the New Zealand Touch for Health Association. She holds numerous national dance titles and held position of head judge rock and roll dance in New Zealand as a hobby. Colleen has invested many years as a coach and mentor to young people in the field of dance and is instrumental in helping elevate dancers to top champion status. Being a person of service, she continues to create a legacy that empowers people to achieve and live their best life with optimal health while living a life of significance. Colleen will coach us today on aligning our values with our activities. Her experience has proven that personal development and growth awareness is keys to moving forward in your life, in the way you envision it to be. So let's sit back and learn from Colleen. Dinah, go for it. Thank you.
Well, hello. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. Now, this is a recording, Create a Year You Will Love. I can't be with you in person as you listen to this, but rest assured, when that time frame comes, my mind and my heart will be with you as this recording plays. Thank you again for having me here this time with you, and I want to share some powerful information that's been helpful to me, and even more so in the modern world. I never knew when I started this journey 20 years ago or more how important this knowledge would be for me, how important this self-development, self-awareness, and the value of creating a year and a life that you love would be so important to me. And not just to me, but all the people that I've come to know and love and appreciate. So thanks again. I get a little pen and paper with you today. Have it on hand because you'll probably hopefully make some notes. This is a little interactive, it's reflective, and it's just designed to touch base as we're about to start another new year, how things can be and reflect on how we want it to be and the kind of things we need to focus on. So this is about creating and building a mindset of success for our modern world. It's about being the hope, being the light in the world. So I hope you enjoy what I've put together. So create a year and really a life that you love. And to do that, we really need to align our time, our energy, and our health with new ways to work, be happier, and live your potential. If that sounds something interesting to you, I think you're going to enjoy the next bit of information that I share. So hi, I'm Colleen Ryan. A little bit about me. I'm a professional registered kinesiologist. So I'm an instructor and a practitioner. So healthcare and wellness is something that I care deeply about for myself, my family, and for others. I love to dance, just a bit of a hobby, but I do take it quite seriously and I am rather competitive. And I love coaching and teaching dance as well. And I'm also a judge, New Zealand national judge. I love to do some aqua aerobics and I took on the position to be an instructor. So a couple of times a week, get into the pool with a bunch of around 40, 50 other ladies at times and men, and I take them through some aqua aerobics, and it's really good for the mind, for the body, coordination, balance, all those things. M5M Nourish Kids, that's something that is incredibly dear to not only my heart, but I know you guys listening today. And you'll see that little picture up there of me in that little pinky striped dress. Those are a time when we were all in Mexico, and we went to visit some of these kids that are recipients of the M5M Mission 5 Million, and really get to see the work that we do because of our own choices, our own decision to put our healthcare in our own hands, and how that actually helps with M5M, nourishing kids all over the world. I'm also a consultant for our Luminovation K-Beauty skincare. If you don't know about that yet, please get on board and find someone to share that beautiful skincare with you. My background is in the banking industry, and I put that in there because it's really important. I want you to know I've come from a corporate background, and I understand what's happening out there in the world on different levels. And of course, much like you, I'm an advocate for personal awareness and development as a key to success. So my mission is really to help people shape a life they love, align their core values with their activity for a happier mindset, a healthier body, and an inspired future. Colleen Ryan, the bright future coach, I thought that sort of put it all together. So the vision is how we're going to do this is bringing solutions for a sustainable, secure future by restructuring the working week so people can live life on their terms and enjoy their health, well-being, family, and a sense of purpose. People want time back. They want to get off the fast pace of things and enjoy the time that they have, but on their terms. People don't mind working hard as long as they're rewarded for it, and that the effort is worth it, that they feel like they're making a difference, and that their time is precious. People are understanding that this your time and your energy and your efforts and your talents and where and how you put them to use are so important. Never underestimate the value of you and your talents. Maybe you've got talents that are emerging that you don't even know about yet. So this is about the potential of what's possible for you. Don't worry, you're not alone. The top things that people worry about and what's at risk here. First of all, let's talk money and finance. Money is more about the day-to-day things, paying the next bill, the car bill, the grocery bill, the insurance bill, the things that crop up unexpectedly, maintenance for your home or things like that, the dentist and things like that. But also thinking into the future retirement, that's more like the finance. Are you going to have enough security and health around you when you retire? What is it going to look like for you? And do you have a say in it? Are you just going to leave it to chance, or will you actually try and design something that can prop up where it needs to happen? And thinking about the kids' future as well, what's it going to be like for them, and what's it going to be like for you? Job status security is, don't have to say too much about that. Every week you're going to hear businesses are closing down for all sorts of reasons, but rest assured other businesses are propping up as well. So we're kind of forced in a lot of ways to think differently. The worry about losing your job is immense, okay? And that quiet quitting and the great resignation, I'll talk about that a little bit later on. What about the stress on relationships these days within communities, within families? Everyone's under pressure. And I can tell you that just about everyone, is in the flight and fright, consistent sympathetic nervous system mode. You don't kind of realize it until you feel differently. But we're on this high alert, and it's having a huge effect, on our mental, emotional health, on our physical health, and on the relationships, and our ability just to communicate with each other. Health versus wellness, two different things here. Health is really the absence of disease and symptoms, but wellness is more than that. It embraces a whole range of strategies and a feeling and a sense of purpose and a high level of well-being, regardless of the problems that might still exist. Wellness is more about you've got this and you know how to get through the challenges, and it's physical, mental, emotional, financial well-being. Loss of aspiration and dreams not realized, that we've talked about a lot over the years, but now it's become quite a reality for some people. They get to a certain point in your life, think, you know what, I thought I'd be here, I thought I'd be there by now, or I thought I would have this, that, and the other. It's gone in a flash. Those years are just going, right? So a lot of people are realizing, you know, I haven't quite done what I thought I would do, or unable to find that peace and satisfaction, that calm and peace no matter what's going on around the chaos. Unable to find a way to leave legacy for your kids and one's community. It's really important for a lot of people to be able to leave something, you know, pay it forward type thing. And there's a huge increase in mental and health issues and a deterioration of health in communities, you know, the high cost of sickness. So I want to let you know that the future is now, right now, you and me here, right now, this minute. My future is now. So what the world needs starts with me. What the world needs starts with me. Let's say that together. What the world needs starts with me. We know this already. If we want things to change, we have to change. If we want things to get better, we have to get better. So the more we realize that, then we can take back that responsibility, that self-responsibility of being able to do more for ourselves. It's huge. So what the world needs starts with me. So what do you need? Think about it. We've talked about that health versus wellness. And with our company, we understand the nutritional aspect of that is fundamental to having a healthy body. It starts with healthy cells. When your cells have proper structure, they can function at optimal levels and communication their needs, communicate their needs. So your body can do the amazing things that it was designed to do. And this for me, and I'm sure for you as well, and for many people, is about honoring that process. Somewhere along the line, we may have forgotten that, or thought we'd forgotten that, but we haven't really, because you know that the human body has an amazing ability to do amazing things, and we've just got to give it the environment that it needs to function and flourish. And there are all sorts of reasons why that stress is happening in the body. Personal development, growth, and awareness. And I put that word awareness in there because it's really just being aware, being consciously aware of what we want, what are our values, what are our core values. These are usually things that are really closely important for you, like family, like time, like health, like working environments that you love, like committing time to your spiritual awareness, you know, your divinity, things like that, you know, finding out about who you are and your purpose in the world. And this will help resolve inner conflict. It will ease stress and tension held in your body way too long. It sets your aims and intentions for everyday life. So when you get up in the morning, you know pretty much how you're going to spend that day. You know what's important in that day and what you want to achieve in that day. Short and long-term sustained success. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of you. And when you have your full potential, then you won't live a half life. You have a choice. You know, we have freedom. We can choose. We can choose more than what we ever thought we could choose. A lot of it's about choice. And the third aspect of the future is new ways to work. Be happier. I've created a new word there, be happier, all one word, and have a life. There you go. So, is it possible? Can it be done? Absolutely, it can be done. Some of you already have it and know and experience that, are on your way to it, or have glimpsed it. But it's here. You can find new ways to work, you can be happier, and you can have the life that you're after. So, the Great Resignation gives us new ways to work, be happier, and achieve your aims. The term, the Great Resignation, started to happen a few years ago when the world kind of had a bit of a lockdown and things changed. And people suddenly realized, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that 40-year, 30-year job or give 20 hours a week to that job anymore. I don't mind giving them 3 days a week, but I want a couple of days a week where I can maybe do my own thing. So people are understanding that they have choice and restructuring your working week so that you can get the best value out of it is a pretty good strategy to get the balance. So health in the modern world, income creation, building a sustainable future, leaving a legacy, what to focus your efforts on, satisfying new structure to your working week, the value of sharing your success with others, and purposeful living. These are important things, and this is what I want to share, and this is what I experience, and I want others to experience it too. Why community? We're a community right here and now, together, spending time in this moment together, because you're not meant to do this on your own. You don't have to do everything on your own. Accept the help and guidance that's here for you, but be willing to navigate new ways forward. Have a go. Step outside that comfort zone a little bit more, just a little bit more. And I love the idea of keeping your eyes open to the right people that come into your life. There was a lady I was chatting to the other day, and she said, Colleen, I've tried everything. I've done everything. But I said to her, no, you haven't done everything, because there's always new things coming to the surface. I said, but what's really great is that you've got your eyes open and you're looking and you're willing. So when the eyes are open, we are still ready to receive and open to new things. It's when we shut down and close ourselves off, then nothing new and will ever come your way. But we have to be willing to be open and discern what's in front of us. Be willing to grow self and your mindset. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Every now and again I have to check in with myself about that one too. And I'll think, what? Is this the best way of doing something? I've been doing this way, and then I'm thinking, am I getting enough result from that, or should I switch it up and do something different? So being open and willing when everything changes, when I change and when you do. So thinking about that money, we talked about it before, and the future. Money is an energy. It's a commodity of our time. Money can do a lot of good things. I am able to do things for my community because I have that little extra bit of cash and time as well to be able to spend time in the dancing arena, for example. I can commit more time to helping people because I don't have to be somewhere else, so I can help people with this sort of thing. I can put on community days where people can come through and start to learn and an interest in their health care and offer them different environments. So I can do that without charging a fortune for people because I have the time. I have the finance and the availability and the willingness to do it. So that's how I can serve my community. Job security and job satisfaction, two different things. A lot of people aren't that satisfied in their job, or they're reasonably happy with it, but see that very last thing on the list, I'll go to the last point, quiet quitting. That's when a person goes to work, does their job, but doesn't really put in their full heart and their full effort. They will just do what they need to do. It's called quiet quitting. They don't really want to take a lot more on. They're just doing the bare minimum. And of course, the great resignation is when people decide, you know what, I've had enough of that. I want something different. I believe there's something better for me, and that's going to be better for my talents, where I can apply myself and get a better result, get a better reward. So with a job, jobs are great. You've got that money coming in, but it is just on broke oftentimes. And people having to travel big distances now to their jobs. There are corporations that are restructuring all the time, and the banking industry restructuring all the time. And people often have to travel quite big distances, to their workplaces now. And think of the high labour workforce, the builders and the plumbers and the guys and girls doing the heavy lifting, physical heavy lifting. They won't be able to and don't want to be able to do that for another 40 years of their life, because their bodies just can't sort of sustain it. So there's a lot to think about in terms of how you put your effort to your job and how you get that structure right. And of course, we talked about the relationships, the stress of finance, the stress of being sick, sickness in the family, the cost of sickness, the time off work, the pressure, the grief that can go with it, the feeling like you just can't get ahead, your worry for yourself, domestic issues, and people in our primary industries, the farmers, and really struggling with the environment to do and to provide us with all the lovely goods and food and commodities that we use in our world. Thank goodness for people like that. But everyone's under pressure. Everyone's under stress of some kind, okay? And of course, this does lead to a health deterioration. There was a friend down the road there that got taken to hospital there about a few days ago, and in the ambulance, his wife said to me, she was travelling in the ambulance with her husband, and the ambulance officer said there is a 4-hour wait at the hospital to be seen. This is through the ambulances, so they had to ring and get special because it was a real emergency to get in the door as soon as they arrived. The biggest growing places in the cities are usually the hospitals, okay? Very important work that they do, but isn't that sending a message that those industries cannot cope? So what's our responsibility? What's my responsibility to that? To try and look after myself so I don't become one of those casualties, anytime soon. So health deterioration, and there's a lot of reasons why that is happening. Cognitive challenges are on the rise. The people are getting sicker, younger, with all kinds of situations. So we have to sit up and take notice. What can we do to help ourselves? And of course, all this can lead to loss of aspiration. It's a bit doom and gloom at the moment, isn't it? But this is the reality, and these are hard things sometimes to talk about. So dreams not being realised, disheartening, not sure of one's way, mental health issues, loss of peace and satisfaction, loss of community and purpose. But understand this, you need to discover your core values. Write them down now, what's important for you, and understand what it is that you want. What's the primary thing that you want and need? You have to make this decision to enhance the quality of your own life and in others. You can't muck around, can't be next week, a week after that. It has to be now. Your future is now. But I want you to think about enjoying the self-responsibility as a strength and an opportunity. Enjoy what the future can bring to you. And I want you to think about how you can do more of what you love. Working with people that you enjoy being around. Having the harmony in relationships and confidence. Identify where to focus your efforts for maximum results. Again, personal development, growth and awareness will get you there. So connect with people who can help you with this, because this will help you understand what your values are, what your beliefs are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, and make choices that are true to you. When you have the direction and you have focus, you can develop your talents. This means you're more fulfilling relationships, confidence, leadership, and purpose. I love always looking back in history, because what's happening today is might feel different, but it's no different to what the world has always had. And just a little bit back in time, John D. Rockefeller, the world's first billionaire, he said, if you want to succeed, you should strike out on new paths rather than travel the old paths of accepted success. So think about the new paths that are presented to you, doing things a different way. He says, I do not think there is any other quality so essential to success of any kind as the quality of perseverance. It overcomes almost everything, even nature. Thought that was pretty cool. So being around people will give you that perseverance too. Just don't give up. But when you know what your core values are, when you know what's important for you, when you know what you're prepared to put up with and what you're not prepared to put up with, then nothing can push you over. Nothing can stop you. You're unstoppable, because you just know, you can't unknow what you know, is my favorite saying at the moment. You cannot unknow what you know. So when you know why you're doing it, the help shows up. So this is a lovely picture from the Yarra Valley that we were at a little earlier on in the year. Here we are at the chocolate bar, making our own rocky roads, the good rocky roads. Man, that was fun. But we find momentum together, and it's together that we will grow and make vast growth. So don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. It's been very positive, powerful statement, that do not be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. And John D. Rockefeller was asked the question, but how much is enough? How much is enough? But like when we made our rocky roads, putting all the ingredients into that container, how much is enough? And he would say, just a little bit more. Our minds are wired to want a little bit more. So today, I want you to think about just a little bit more. Just one or two more phone calls. Reach out to just one or two more people. Just reach out. I'll just do a little bit more. I'll just try a little more. I'll just do this. I'll just do that. When people give up on themselves, you don't give up on them. And again, the theme is coming through here. Be with people you like being around. We've all got lovely smiles on our faces there. And what's the point of that? Because 1% of 100 people's efforts are worth it. The power of leverage, collaboration, and teamwork. You can't do it on your own. You're not meant to do everything on your own. Enjoy the community and the platforms that we have. And I love this picture, both of these pictures. Everybody is smiling. There are great, happy times. And this is me accepting the Mike Forrest Giving Spirit Award. I was recipient of that award. It was a huge surprise when my name was called out that time. And it's a beautiful photo, and I just love it. And I thought about and reflected on this, that I didn't really see it in myself so much, but other people saw it in me. That giving, that being able to try and help others, being able to be the light, try and be the hope, try and be the way, with someone, give them that glimmer. You know what? Things can be different. Things can be a hang of a lot better. So I'd love you to think about stepping out and be confident in your choices that you make. In a world that might crush you down many times, stand up. You know the truth. You know what's in your hands, what we have, and how powerful it is for people. Say yes to the opportunity to better health, better wellness, better time freedom. Say yes to better finance. Say yes to more purposeful living. Believe in yourself. And that's that personal growth and development will help you start to believe in yourself, that you deserve it. You deserve the very, very best. And we're here to live great, beautiful, happy lives. Remember your dreams. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be chaos. There's going to be challenges. Doesn't mean you still can't find that happiness, that deep joy, no matter what's going on. Become part of a successful team with the same aims and values as you. So, step into your life now. You'll be glad you did, and so will those who love you. So this is Colleen Ryan, Bright Future Coach. Thank you for your time today. I hope that you resonated with some of this or all of this or parts of this information, this ideas, these reflective moments as we come to the end of this year. But in our world, we never stop. Every day is a new day to step into our new life, or step into the life we're meant to have. So I wish you incredible journeys, and I admire you all, and just be kind to yourself, be good to yourself, be gentle with yourself, but make the decision to look after you first. You're the priority. Get yourself sorted, get yourself in check, get yourself on on the road to where you want to be, and then who can you bring along with you. It's been a pleasure. Go well, and I look forward to talking and seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.
Wow, I've got goosebumps sitting here. What a visionary, empathic woman. And I think we've all been blessed today. I'll make sure she gets a copy of the comments. And everybody have a wonderful weekend. Take away whatever of Colleen's thoughts and advice and wisdom that resonates for you. And we'll see you next week with Dr. Nugent and our incredible healthy fat loss. Thanks, everyone. See you next week.